Javonte Green is a decent role player for the Chicago Bulls right now. But before that, he doubted himself so much that he didn't believe he would even make it to the NBA. Javonte Green comes from humble beginnings. He is from a small town, he's not that tall, and the spotlight was never really on him for real. The odds were already against him. But besides all that, he was still a superstar in high school. He was dunking on everybody and ripping everybody up, not to mention he was a knockdown shooter. There was nothing he couldn't do. But even though he was making all this noise on the court, it just wasn't translating into what he really wanted, the college offers. No one was really scouting him for real. Probably some junior colleges or your typical D3 schools, but nothing that was going to help him accomplish his dream of making it to the NBA. It seemed like it was over. He was getting ready to graduate soon, so it was about to be that time to face reality and give up on that dream and get a regular job like all of us. He was just a very good high school basketball player, and that's it. It happens. But out of nowhere, he got a phone call from a small D1 school named Radford University. They said they were interested. Now, it was his only option, so he was thankful for the opportunity. No one from Radford had went on to play in the NBA at the time, but he was going to give it his best shot. He immediately became a star player on the team. Now, you would think that people would start to take notice, but like I said earlier, he was playing for a small school, and you know how basketball fans be. They only check for the superstars that go to the big-time schools like Duke. So if you're not one of those guys, or you don't have an amazing highlight tape, 9 times out of 10, people don't care. So the fans felt that way, and the NBA felt that way. After all of that hard work, he still didn't impress the scouts enough for a team to give him a chance. So for the time being, he had to go play overseas. Now these times were the worst of his career. He had to go to another country that he didn't know anything about, didn't know the language, didn't know the type of food they had, and to make things even worse, he had to do it all alone. Being away from his family, being away from his kids was really just hard for him. All he had was basketball. And even then, he was starting to have doubts if his NBA dream was going to happen. But even though he didn't enjoy the situation he was in, he decided to just focus on getting better and getting prepared for if he ever got his opportunity to put on an NBA jersey. It was a long 3 years of playing overseas, coming back to the US to work out for an NBA team, getting denied, and then going back overseas. It seemed like a never-ending cycle, but eventually he got called up to the Boston Celtics, and nothing was the same. Peace.